Hello, everyone. Thanks for joining us today and welcome to our webinar on custom DX component in Pega Constellation. I'm Sekar. I head the Pega practice at Instellars. Joining me today is Vivek, a senior consultant at Instellars. Hi, Vivek.
Yeah, hi.
In our previous sessions, we took a deep dive into what is Constellation is all about, and we have walked through its key benefits, and we have explored the different UI options which are available in Constellation, and also we have covered different Constellation adoption strategies, and how we can do the migration from existing UI architecture to the Constellation one. So today's session is all about custom DX components. So this custom DX components are the UI components that you can build by yourself, which is outside of the out of box components that comes with the Constellation. So these are useful when your application needs a very specific user experience or visual style that is not covered by the standard components. So in this session, we are going to walk through a live demo, and we'll also show how to create a custom DX component using Constellation DX component builder, and also we'll showcase on external portal that is built using Constellation SDK pack. Hi Vivek, what are the key tools we can leverage to build the custom DX components, Vivek?
Yes, Sekar. So the two tools which Pega provides us, so that we have first one is DX Component Builder, and another one is Constellation SDK. So first DX Component Builder, right? So this tool is especially designed to create and focus only on creating this custom DX component. Okay, whereas this Constellation SDK is a complete development framework, okay, which provides developer to work with any external portal also, or any alternate design system with maintaining the component builder also. So from SDK also, yes, we can create the and build the components, and from DX builder also we can create. So these two we have, Sekar.
Okay, fine, got it. So with the using a DX component builder and also with the Constellation SDK, both the tools it's available for building a DX component. Okay, clear. Yeah. So when it comes to the prerequisites, right? Can you tell me what are the prerequisites to start building with this DX component builder and Constellation SDK?
Sure, Sekar, yes. So the prerequisite side, so first it comes with a node. So node is must that we should have, because Pega providing us to develop a custom component based on the Java React. Okay, so React and Angular. So as of now there is three. So React, Angular, and Web component. So those all required this Node.js, which is we should have. So that should be 18 plus version. Okay, 18 and higher. So that is also depend on the Pega version. So if you have like Pega 8.8, so that required 18 plus, okay. And but if you have 24.2 and also that might require a higher version like Note 20 plus. So that will that and higher. So that will come with Node only. So we don't have to care. But yeah, we need to ensure that NPM version also should be 8 or higher.
Okay.
Okay, and the next one is React and Angular. So that yeah, that knowledge that should be there must, because we are creating the component using React JS or Angular.
Mhm.
And the third one is any IDE. Okay, so that we are using Visual Studio Code. Okay, but you can go with any of your preferred one, which is good. You are handling. Yeah.
Okay, okay,
Yes.
got it. So, what are the different types of components we can create using this component builder, DX component builder, Vivek?
Yes, Sekar. So for now, we have three components that we can create: field type, template or
Mhm.
layout type, and the widget. So field components, right? So those are like what we are using in the case view, right? The text box, drop downs, checkbox, radio button. So those all are the form controls. So those also, if you need any customized one, right? So if we have any custom requirement which we are not able to achieve with the OTB one, so in that case, we will create a custom field component. And next one is template or layout component. So in this, right, so Pega is providing very limited layouts. Okay, so but if you need any custom as per your business requirement, so in that case, we can create any custom template layout. component, and the third one is widgets. So widgets, right? So again here there is three kind of widgets we have. First one is page widget, so which will basically work on the landing pages only, so of the Constellation portal. So when we are launching the Constellation portal, right? So the landing pages, so there this all page widget will work. Next one is case widgets. So case widgets, this is especially, and this will only work for the case views. So suppose if you are working with any case, so in that summary panel, or if you have any created custom layouts, right? So which supports adding the widget also in the case screen work area. So there this case widgets will work. But suppose if you have any specific requirement that you want to create any custom component, so which should work in both place, right? In the landing pages as also and in the case screen. So in that case, you can go with the page and case widget. So this is all about the type of component Sekar. Yes.
Okay, got it. So what are the steps are involved in initializing and configuring the DX component builder for custom component builder? Can you show the live demo, Vivek?
Sure, Sekar. Yeah. So I will share my screen.
Okay.
Is my screen visible, Sekar?
It's loading. Yeah, yes, we can see.
Yeah, so to start with initializing the DS component builder package, right? So you can open your preferred, like you can open your package folder. Okay, then
Hmm.
you open your preferred terminal. So I will use terminal. Okay, the Windows terminal. So now here Pega have given documentation also. Okay, like to initialize the project. So this is there. Okay, so this command we use to initialize.
Hmm.
Okay, so when we
So
are
before,
initializing this, right?
yeah,
So
before we
npx.
before we jump into
Yes.
the steps, right? As you said, right, the prerequisite, right? What is the prerequisite which you run it out in your local system, Vivek? So that will be very clear
Yeah.
to.
Okay, so that already I have installed Node Sekar. Node is already installed on my system, so I can show
Hmm.
you that also. So npm version. Okay, so you can see, right. So my npm version is higher than 8, and Node
Hmm.
also is higher than the 18 one. So this is the
Okay.
prerequisite which I already installed, and this all
Okay.
is like a dependency which is comes with Node only. Yeah.
Fine. Yeah. Please go ahead.
So next, yeah. So we'll start the initializing the project. So this is the command which we have from the Pega. So once we enter this, it will start initializing the project. So as of now, you can see there is like two folders only, right?
Hmm.
So let it run. So once the project initialization is start, right? So it will ask you few questions about your project.
Okay.
So yeah,
So what are the different questions it will ask? Okay. So it's asking to
yeah.
enter
So
the
first
project.
one will be the project name. So suppose
Mhm.
let's see for this demo, right? DX custom component. Okay, this name we are going. So you can give your
Like the
organization name,
organization. Okay.
then description,
Hmm.
custom component demo. Okay, author name you can give anything or you can skip it also. So once those are done, right, so it will start initializing the project. Okay, so you can
Hmm.
see here
Hmm.
now the one more folder is created with the name what I have given. Okay,
Yes.
so it will, yeah, so now it will initialize all the dependencies library, it will install all the node libraries. So it will take couple of
Okay.
minutes, okay, to initialize.
Okay.
So we'll go with the
Hmm.
existing one which I have done only for this demo. Okay,
Okay.
so this I will open with Visual Studio Code. Yeah, so this is here what we have. So once the project is initialized, right, so the first step what we need to configure is task.config.json. Okay, so inside this, right, so we have to go server config. Inside that, the first one is rule set name. So the
Mm-hmm.
rule set name we have to mention and the rule set version. So this rule set actually, so when we are publishing this component to Pega, right? So that time it will go to the this rule set what we are mentioning here. But yes, one thing we
Okay.
need to take care, like the user detail what we are giving here, right, for the authentication for publishing. So that default access group of that user should be same as this one. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
this one, yeah. So after adding the rule set name, rule set version, we have the server URL. So we need to enter our Pega server URL and then the
Mm-hmm.
client ID. So this client ID you will get on the Pega Constellation portal or client registration. So I will show you that one. So auth client registration we have, right? So here
Yes.
we'll get one DX custom component auth. So yeah, here it is. So this client ID we will use same here, and the client secret key.
Mm-hmm.
So client secret key
Mm-hmm.
also we can get it here. If we already have, then we can reuse or we can just regenerate. Okay. So after
Okay.
regenerating, just copy that client secret, add it here, and then update your username and password. Okay. So
Mm-hmm.
this should be the Pega operator ID and password. So after this, okay, so we have one more thing to
Mm-hmm.
configure, that is inside component library. So IDC. So what
Mm-hmm.
this will do, right? So while creating or initializing the project, it asks me one question like your organization name. And now we are configuring the library. So what it will happen, right? So when we are creating any custom component, right? So that time it will give the component name like IGC underscore IDC and then the component name what we have given. So that's
Okay.
library name or an organization name will be as a prefix of the component.
Okay.
Yes, Rekha. So this is all about initializing the component builder package. Yeah.
Okay. So first, once we extract this, once we downloaded it, first of all, we should go and update this task config.json. This is a place all the, the application URL, everything, we used to give it out, right?
Correct. Yes. Yes.
Okay. Okay. Got it. Got it. Can you show a demo, how to create a custom DX component, that integrates a Google map for address selection, Vivek? So this, when you go on in a case, right, if you want to go and select a map, Google map, right? So can you go and create a custom component for that, Vivek?
Sure, Rekha. Yes. So yeah. So for that, the command what we have is npm run
Mm-hmm.
create. Okay, so these are commands, right? So you can go to package.json, you can
Mm-hmm.
find all the list of commands which we have. So npm run create, npm run publish, npm run authenticate, so all this we have. So you can found it here. Okay, npm run list will list all the components which we have local or in server. So both it will list. So those all we can find here. So we'll start creating component. So first one, npm run create.
So whenever we want to create a new component, this is a command we need to run it out, right?
Correct, yes, yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So the first thing which it will ask like for field type, layout template or widgets. So as we are creating for the address selection, right? So we'll go for the field type of the
Mm-hmm.
paragraph subtype. So as a in text area, it should come the address. So I'm selecting paragraph. So now we need to enter the component name. So
Mm-hmm.
I will enter suppose Google address. Okay. Now enter the label to display. So address from Google Map. Okay, the component version, so we'll leave it 1.0. The library name, so this now again is coming from the task.config, what we have configured.
Okay.
Now
Perfect.
we'll
IGC.
press enter. Now please enter the application name to be supported. So here we can configure the applications in which applications we want to use this custom component. So if we want to use this custom component in any specific application, then we can mention that application, or any one or two application, that also we can mention by comma separated. But if we are leaving this empty, right, so then we can use this custom component in all the application of our Infinity server. So for now we'll leave this empty. And now the next, again, the description of the Google Map address. So we'll give. Okay, so you can see, right, it is created one new custom component of Google address, the name I have
Correct.
given, and again the
Correct.
prefix IGC and IDC, our organization and library name.
Correct.
So inside components, again, now here is the folder. So
Oh,
after
it got
creating
created
this custom
automatically
component,
now.
right, the first step,
Mm-hmm.
yes, so it will generate all the required files which we need to
Mm.
configure. Okay, so
So
yeah, so
this
the first,
complete
after
files are
creating, right, the first point,
this this complete files
yes, sir.
automatically got created, right? All the files which are inside this component, it got automatically created, right, Vivek?
Correct, yes, yes, Sekar.
Okay.
Correct, yes, Sekar. So the first point is index, this config.json. So here
Mm-hmm.
you can see the details what we have entered while creating the components. So the name, the label, description, this all we have given, right? So our
Yes.
organization name, library. So this all will be there, and this properties, right? So this all configurations point will be visible on the App Studio while we are configuring this component to any type, like suppose paragraph type we created, right? So that
Mm-hmm.
time when we are configuring this, so this all configurations will be visible there. And
Okay.
the next one after config.json, right? So the main where we are going to do all our coding is index.tsx. So this is the main file
Index.txt.
which will, yeah. So this is the main file which will work on the Pega portal. So after we publish,
Mm-hmm.
right? So this
Mm-hmm.
is the main file
Mm-hmm.
which we need to consider. Yeah. So to create this Google component, like address selection from Google Map, right? So we need we need one node library. Okay, so that I have already
Mm-hmm.
installed here before.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because
Okay.
this time takes some time. So that one is React Google Map API. So this node library. Okay, so I will just update the code as I have called handy, because it will take some time to show the complete coding, right? So I have already that one. So I will update my code. This is the React node library which we have used, and these are the
Mm-hmm.
components of that library which are using to load the Google Map, and yeah, so load the Google Map and displaying and taking the address and loading it to the text area of our Pega portal. So this
Okay.
one is right. So Cosmos area. So this part load script we have added for the Google Map one. So on
Mm-hmm.
click of right, so it is just calling some JavaScript function, okay,
Mm-hmm.
and updating the selected address, right, to the text area. So this one
Okay.
we have Sekar. Yeah. So this is how we create all the components, custom
So this
components.
index.tsx is the place where we will go and write our own code for the custom DX component, right, Vivek?
Correct. Yes. Yes, Sekar.
Okay. So in this case, right, Google Map one. So you have code already handy.
Mhm.
So that is the reason you just copied the entire code over here. Correct?
Correct. Yes, Sekar. So we need to
Okay.
consider one thing here, Sekar. So
Mm-hmm.
suppose Google Map API if you have, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this will use some Google Map API. So this we can get the API key will we can get from the Google Cloud Console. Okay, but we have to configure it to the Pega also. So in DSS, right? So if you go to
Mm-hmm.
Pega in DSS, so Pega has already provided one DSS settings for Google Map. Okay, so this is one the UI engine maps Google API key. So here we can update our Google Map API key, and this is the one pconnect API. Okay, so the Pega provides pcore and pconnect APIs, okay, node libraries, so which we can use to connect with the Pega and get the API key. So this is the function here. So we are getting that, and we are loading the map checker.
Okay. So then there are two ways, we can do it out, right? One is directly we can go and, write a code in the, there itself. Second part is using a API, we can go and fetch it from Pega, right?
Yes.
Okay, fine.
Yes,
Got
Sekar.
it. Okay, now we are clear in terms of how to go and create a custom components. So as you said, we need to go and create it in index.tsx file. So that's where all the custom component coding has to be done. So next is how to publish this custom components to Pega, Vivek, and how to use it out in Pega side. And also, can you cover where we can find the list of all the published components in Pega?
Sure, Sekar, yeah. So yeah, once you have created component, right?
Mm-hmm.
So then again in this we have one command to publish to the Pega. So npm run publish. Yeah, but before publishing, right? So we have to authenticate with Pega. So
Correct.
that command we have npm run authenticate. Okay, this you can also get from package.json. So just run this command. So this will take the username and password and Infinity server URL which we have configured here in the task.config.
Okay. So basically, first we are trying to do the authentication, right? After that, we are trying to publish it. Good.
Correct, yes, Sekar. So just take couple of minute, not minute also.
Yeah, that's okay. Yeah.
Yeah, so you can see we got the message authenticated successfully. So once
Mm-hmm.
it is authenticated, so the next step
Mm-hmm.
we have to run npm run publish. Okay. So with this command, right, it will list all the components what we have created here in the component builder. And then from all those, we can just select which component we want to publish. Okay. So
Okay.
it would,
So let's say if we create a multiple components, so in in the IDE, then it will list on all the things, and then we can give which particular component to publish it. Okay.
correct. Yes. Okay. So you can see, right. So for now, as we have created one component, Google address one. So
Okay.
it is showing the
Mm-hmm.
Google address, right? So we'll publish, we'll select. Okay. So one selected now. See, so it will just confirming that what we have given, right? The rule set name. So that we have to confirm here. Then the rule set version. So just press enter, and then we want to generate the development build, yes or no. So this actually helps in debugging. So that will come later.
Okay.
So yeah. So first here for now we'll just press enter. Okay, we're generating development build for now. So it will take couple of minutes, okay, to publish. So we'll go to Pega. So I
Okay.
have
One second,
published
Vivek.
that same.
Yeah, yeah. So this any other steps which are required to publish it? That's it. Whatever you run it is the final steps to publish any the custom components, Vivek.
Yes,
So
yes,
once
okay. This is
so
all
once this is done, everything would be published to Pega, correct?
correct. Yes. So I will show in the Pega where we can see all the list of this published component, right? So we can go
Okay.
to App Explorer.
Mhm.
We can open class rule UI component. So in this, right? So whatever components we are publishing, so that will be populated here as in the list. So you can see, right, the
Okay.
Google address. So now we have created. So now it is coming here in this
Okay.
list. Yeah. And as coming to the use of this, how we are using this, right?
Mm-hmm.
So once the component is published, right, we can go to App Studio or where we are configuring the view, right, in any case type. So there we can select the component what we have created. So for this now we have insurance claim case type. So here we will go to configure view.
So you have already published one particular component, so that is the reason you're going and configuring, right? Because for interest of time, you're not waiting for the complete the publishing is you are already published
Yeah,
a particular component, right?
Yes, yes, Sekar. So because it will take couple of minutes, right? So yeah.
Okay.
So in this view, right, you can see like address is now simple text area, right?
Correct.
Yeah. So as we have created the component of text paragraph type, so when we configuring this one, right, address one, so it will ask us one option like display as. So what kind we need to display? So it will give me address from Google Map, which we have created. Okay. So we'll select this one address from Google Map. So you can see this change, right? So this configurations are changing. So
Mm.
now this field label automates, so these all are coming from the config.json, what we have there.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. So now once this is done, the application is, this one is saved. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So you can see the changes here, right? So address is
Correct.
same. Just one more link is added here. Click here to choose the address from Google Map, right? So
Mm.
we can see the same on the live portal. So yeah, so we'll create one case. Yes, Sekar. So you can see address, right? So now here we'll click. It will load you the map. Okay, so by
Okay.
default it will load you the your current address if you have allowed the location on the browser level. So
Mm-hmm.
I have already allowed. So it is showing my current location. Now once you click on the map anywhere, right? So the address will auto get mapped with that our text area. So if you can see, right? So anything we are changing, this is automatically getting changed. Now one more
Okay.
thing which we have done here, we can search any address here. Suppose Indira Nagar, okay, suppose. So once we clicked on that, right? So you can see here
Mm-hmm.
the address is changed.
Okay.
You can select any address, and if you want to like you want to go to your current location, you will just simply click on this map. It will again redirect you to your current location and select the address. So this all the feature which we have added on this map seeker. So again, just close the map, same thing, and then we have to process the case as well, like normally how we are doing. Yeah.
Okay. It looks to me that creating the once we create this custom component right outside of Pega, and once we publish it, configuring in Pega side is very simpler way, right? Because once it published, directly we can go and configure it in which much easier way, right? It's very simple. Looks like very simple,
Yes, yes. It's
selecting in
it's
which
like just
where
other components seeker. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Can you, Vivek, can you tell me how does this custom component, works or functions within a Pega, Vivek?
Okay. So when we are creating this custom component seeker, right? So this components also uses the same like Constellation JS. Okay, the peak and Constellation JS uses peak or peak connect APIs. Okay, so which we have created. So on top of this, right? So when the user is successfully logging in, okay, so all the custom Constellation JS scripts are loaded. So this is also using the same Constellation JS scripts to load, and yeah, so that same it will work like other components, right? It will loading the same script. It will consider as same, and the authentication thing, right? It will automatically be mapped from the server level, like once the user is logged in, right? So that authentication process will be also taken care by Pega Speaker API. So now you can see, right? So when I have called the API to get the API key, right?
Mm-hmm.
Google API key. So here I have not passed any authentication thing. Okay,
Correct.
but still it is
Mm.
calling the API, and it is getting the successful value from the DSS, and it is using the Google Map.
Correct.
So that is already managed in the Constellation JS Sekar.
Okay. So this Peak Core and Peak Connect API is the, I would say is the APIs, right? For
Yes.
each and every interactions between, this, whatever the code which are written it out, and, how to, access all these functions, right? We are using these two APIs, right? Vivek?
Yes, yes, Sekar. So I can show you one more thing. So if you'll go here, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this is the documentation given by Pega. Huh? So here multiple cases, multiple API they have already provided. So this is one
Okay.
simple API, okay, which we can call to like we can use to call the data page. So you can see here, right? So either calling pico data page get async, so data view name. So this is nothing, just data page. Okay,
Okay.
so nowhere it is passed about the authentication sector. So this is already taken care by Pega.
Okay. It looks to me that right, Pega provided a very good documentation where they give the list of all these functions with the code as well, right? So it's very easy to go and create it by the application team, right, Vivek? Because all the
Ah, yes,
syntax
yes,
and all these functions, so it's already there. It's just we need to go and understand it and then understand it and then just use it in their components. Okay.
correct. Yeah.
Okay, correct. So can you show how we can troubleshoot or debug custom components when any issues are raised, Vivek?
Sure, Sekar, yeah. So in Pega, right? So they have provided one uh, when rule, okay, like to enable the debuggers. So this is the one, the px enable c11 and dev, okay. So this we need to enable as a true. So what this will happen, right? So if any view we have, okay, like the existing view, like which is generating by default, okay, by from Pega side. So if you want to customize or anything or debug, okay, like if that view is creating any issue, so this all we have. So suppose we'll open one, okay. So after enabling that one, right? So here we'll get mark as custom. So if you are good with handling this JSON, okay, and good with this view components, then you can just use the mark as custom, and you can edit anything over here. Yeah, and another one after this is we have toggle X-ray and one more tracer, right? So before what we had, like when we are launching the portal, right? So we have something tracer here, so which is now removed from the Constellation portal. So we now how do we can trace, right? So one thing we can trace in the tracer is the view rules. So when opening the tracer, we in the settings panel we have view rules to be enabled to trace the views. So we can go to settings. You can see here one view rules, right? So this after enabling this, right? So when we are using this external this portal, right? So those all will be traced on the tracer here. So this is the second one, and one more is there, like in the Constellation portal, right? So they have given one code, okay, to enable the X-ray view. So what this will happen, right? This will do, right? So when we are enabling this one, so you can see, right? So this all is now showing me one some information about the view.
Okay.
So on click of this eye icon, right? So we'll get the metadata or any property name is there or any status or any states is maintained, right? So this all will be, you can check here. Okay, so the value of this one is coming from which property. So this is py status work. So like that you can debug, and more if you want to do with this, right? So you can go if you are creating, suppose if you want to debug any custom component which you are creating, right? So at the component level, when you have given the generate development build, yes, right? So what we have given here, generate development build, yes, we have given. So in that case, right, if any error will be in there in your code, so that will be already populated in the console with the line number. Okay, but if in case if you once the component is completed, you want to generate the production build, right? So you can generate with the production build, yes, but that time if any error occurs, right? So it will not throw you the complete line number error. It will just show, okay, this is the error. A common message it will display, So again, then you can just enable the generate build yes development build, and you can trace it here on the console. So this is about all the debugging Sekar.
Okay, got it. Okay. Can we move on to this, the Constellation SDK pack, Vivek? And can you show the external portal, can you show the external portal? And can you also, share, what are the steps which are involved in initializing and configuring Constellation SDK for external portal?
Okay, Sekar. Yeah, sir. So let me show. So Pega has provided us one GitHub repository, Sekar. Okay,
Okay.
so Pega system React SDK. So one more is there, like for different packages are there for Angular and web component. So this is one for React SDK. So this we can just download the package from here, or if we have Git installed on system, we can just clone the repository. And yeah, so and yeah, before downloading the package, right? So you need to verify once your Pega version here. So this package, right? So this React package is for Pega 24.2 version.
Mhm.
So if you have any older release, right, .8.8 or 8.6 something, so you can go on the main here. From here you can find the release related to your Pega version, so that you can just select and download. So we have already downloaded one. So this is the one which we have downloaded, and the node library also we have installed. So after download, right, the first step what we need to do. So this is the one which we have downloaded. So the first one is we have to install the library, because after installing, right, so the node modules, node libraries will not be there. So we have to do npm I. So this will download all the dependent library which is mentioned in package.json. Okay, so this all it will download with npm I. So yeah, coming to external portal Sekar. So
So what is
I
the,
will show.
Vivek, what is the big difference in terms of the package, what we are downloading for the Constellation SDK pack and, the component builder one?
Okay, yeah, got it. Need to show. Okay. So one more difference, right? So when we are using this custom Constellation SDK, right? So in beginning, I have already mentioned, like, this Constellation SDK is for both, like creating the custom component as well as using the any alternate design system. So
Alternate
when we are
designs.
creating any custom, yes, we are creating any custom component here, right? Using Constellation SDK. So here now we are getting this three folders: custom Constellation, custom SDK, and override SDK. So now when we are creating any custom component here, right? So it will generate the folders again in the different like field types. Okay, field type template widgets. So this is the first difference we have. And after this, right? So when we are generating any custom component, it will generate a related file in both, like custom Constellation and custom SDK as well, with the same name. Okay, so this inside custom SDK will be used for alternate design system, and custom Constellation will be used for Constellation portals. So now one more thing, right? So in the component builder, right, if you'll see the config.json and all the files is in same place, right? But now in the Constellation SDK, the one which we difference is there, the config.json. So this config.json, right? So we'll get inside the custom SDK. So this config.json will not be available on the custom Constellation. So here you can see, right? Config.json is not there. So for configurations point, yeah, we have to go to custom SDK config.json, which will work for both, for Constellation portal also and for custom SDK portal also, Sekar. So
Okay, got
these are
it.
the main folder structure difference. Yeah.
Okay, Vivek. Can you show the external portal, Vivek?
Sure, Sekar. Yes. So this is one external portal Sekar which is built on React, and here we have embed our Constellation SDK. Okay, to leverage to leverage Pega on any external portals. So here now our SDK is loaded. So this
Hmm.
work list you can see, right, and the insurance claim over here. Okay, so this is now all coming from the Pega. So it is
Okay.
using the DX APIs and get showing the list here on the API, and yeah, and the list of cases which we want to create.
Okay,
Yes.
good. Yeah. Can you show, how, if you, can you walk through, how the case types can be leveraged in the external portal? So now you showed, one particular case type, right? Insurance claim is one case type, right? Let's take an
Mhm.
example that, application is having in application, the team have created 5 to 6 case types, right? In a, in Excel portal, right? They want to expose only couple of, case types. So, for that, right, what sort of configurations which you need to do it out in the Constellation SDK pack?
Okay, okay, sir. Yeah. So what? Okay, so what we have done, right? So when we have this Constellation SDK pack, so here we have done coding in such a way, right? So it will get the, we can configure the list of case type or configure the work lists how we want, right? So those all we can configure using this SDK pack which we have embodied to the external portal. So that also I will show you. So now if you'll go to Pega, right? So you can see for this application, right, we have 8 case types,
Okay.
right? So the same applications, the same insurance claim case I'm showing you in the external portal. So,
Mm-hmm.
but here only one list I am
One
showing.
case type.
So
Got it.
how we are doing that? So the SDK pack, right? So when we have generated the build file of the SDK pack, okay. So before that, how in the we have done the coding in such a way, right? So we can embed the Constellation portal with the case type or the work list or the data page. Also, we can configure to get the list of cases or list of case types which we want to work on. So I will show you the external portal also. So here, right, we are using the bundle, okay, the production bundle which we have created for the Constellation SDK. Now this is the React portal where we have embedded our external Constellation SDK, and we are used to get the list of case type, right, which we want to display or the work list. So we are configuring on the embed.properties file. So now here if you'll see, right, for now in the UI only one insurance claim case type is visible.
Correct.
So to display that one, now if you want to add any more, right, so we can add here one more like embed case type display only 2 3 4, like that we can add multiple. So for now if you will save suppose 2, okay. So now in the external portal before only one was there, insurance claim. Okay,
Correct.
now I have added mortgage loan application also. So once that is saved, right, you can see
Mm-hmm.
here now another case type
Okay.
mortgage loan application is also getting populated.
Got it. Got it. So we
So
can,
this is how
we
we are
can,
allowing user.
so we can go and easily, go and enable, the case types in the Excel portal.
Yes.
Okay.
So
Got
we
it.
can create the case type also clicking on the insurance claim, right? So it
Mm-hmm.
will load you the same case type. If you can notice all the tabs, all those things is same, right? So Google Maps. So everything is same here. So it is loading from the same Pega API. Uh, yes, Sekar. So yeah. Using the Constellation SDK, so this is using.
Okay, fine. So that's what this external portal, right? It provides a, flexibility of exposing a Pega, case types into, any front end technologies like Angular or React, which has been built. Yeah, it's one of
Yes.
the very good, feature, Vivek. Finally, as a wrap up, right? Can you tell me, one thing which like organizations take away from today's sessions about Constellation, Vivek?
Yes, Sekar. So for organization who is looking for creating any constellation portal, right, or they want to remodify the existing portal with the Constellation UI. So I will say Instellars is the specialized with the team creating in Constellation portals, working on Constellation portal, creating custom components. So I can show you one list of component also, like how we already have created list of components, Sekar. So we have 30 to 40 components already created here, okay,
Okay.
for the different purpose. So yeah, we are
Okay.
good in creating the custom components and
Okay.
creating external portal using the SDK pack.
Okay. Okay, Vivek. It's good to hear that we have a expertise in the Constellation, including the creating custom components and building Excel portal using SDK packs. Yeah. In today's session, Vivek walked through us the prerequisite and how to create a custom DX component and how to publish it and how to configure it in Pega side. So if you have any questions or you need any guidance, feel free to reach out to us. Our contact numbers it's showing its contact number or there on the screen. We are happy to support you on your constellation journey. Looking forward, take care. See you in the next webinar with another exciting topic. Thanks for joining today's session. Thanks, Vivek. Thank you all.